right, on Madness 80 here. New Marvel Legends. This is actually a Disney Plus wave. Just happens to have mostly characters from the What If series. We got a lone Sylvie over there. You know, I'm going to do these how I did the previous Disney Plus wave. So Sylvie will get her own video. We'll focus on all the animated characters here, which includes Zombie Captain America, Star-Lord T'Challa, Captain Carter, Zombie Hunter Spider-Man, which, oh my god, I'm slipping. I know it's Doctor Strange, but is it like Sorcerer Supreme? Evil? Let's just look. Doctor Strange Supreme and Heist Nebula. I'm like using my hand and not a tripod for this. I'm not even at home. I'm not at Sean Solo's. I'm away. I'm doing work. Yeah, but I am hyped for this wave. I got these at a CMD store. Sat on them for a bit, but doing this video for you now. So again, we're going to focus on the animated characters here. Sylvie, we'll see you another day. You guys, however, we're going to crack these open. We're going to read the back of the box, and we're going to enjoy ourselves some Marvel Legends. Before we do that, I want to ask you to please click subscribe. It seems the majority of people who view my videos are not subscribed to my channel. Please subscribe. I'm trying to pump out content when I can. When I do, I try to make quality. I try to make it feel like we're sitting down, we're having a beer, we're talking toys. I'm engaging with you. You're engaging with me virtually, saying, shut the fuck up. You said this wrong. You said that wrong. Whatever. Tell me in the comments. Shaky cam. New, different. Awesome. Let's move on. Just taking a look at what is here. Trying not to talk so loud. Apparently there's an echo. I don't know why, but I think I'm going to do these in episode order. So one of the first ones we saw, or the first one we saw, was this Captain Carter one. So we're going to crack her open, check her out. I did not pick up the Hydra Stomper. I know a lot of people are finding that at Disney Springs and Disney World. I have no idea if it's being found in Anaheim. If it is, I got to make way down there and pick that up and pair it with this beautiful figure. I love the look of these figures. I love that they look different from our Marvel Legends comic book figures and our Marvel Legend MCU figures. Even though these are technically MCU figures, though, they're true to the source material. So this is kind of the opposite of what Star Wars Black Series has been doing with their figures. You know, if they're from the Clone Wars, if they're from Rebels, it doesn't matter. They're going to get a realistic take, similar to the three trilogies that are out there and the TV shows. It's interesting. I like it. So I'm not going to do comparisons with any comic or MCU figures. If I do, I'm going to try to synergize this YouTube channel with my Instagram, which is doing pretty well right now, almost at 4,000 followers. Might do a giveaway at 4,000. Stay tuned. Subscribe. No, follow, right? That's what you do on Instagram. Follow me there. I'll keep you guys posted. And it's not going to be some like my extra figure from this wave or the AOA wave. It'll be a good Legends figure, I think. Anyway, Marvel's Captain Carter. With the Super Soldier Serum in peril, Peggy Carter bravely participates by becoming Captain Carter. The art here is beautiful. The animation is beautiful. If you're not tuning into What If, I don't know what the heck you're doing. So Marvel's What the Heck, why aren't you checking that out? What If? Marvel's Captain Carter again. This is a Disney Plus wave. People are calling it a What If wave. Sure, the majority is. This is our second Disney Plus wave. And I guarantee you with Hawkeye, that Hawkeye trailer dropped today. Today, I'm recording this on September, I don't know, 13th? Amazing. I'm so hyped for that trailer. A lot of Matt Fraction love in that trailer. Stoked. If you never read Hawkeye by Matt Fraction, check it out. It is so good. I don't read comics as much as I used to, but that is a highly recommended thing. Captain Carter, let's tear you up. That sounded wrong. Let's rip you open. All right, Captain Carter, as we lose focus, as I zoom in, there we go. Looking amazing. The first figure I have opened from this wave, and I am satisfied. I do get some bleeding on certain parts of the paint, so you could see right there in the Union Jack. That's kind of messed up. It's, you know, I'll live. The only companion piece, again, isn't in this wave. It is a deluxe figure in the form of the Hydra Stomper. Missed opportunity was not including the skinny Steve Rogers. We know Hot Toys is doing that. Of course, that's a premium figure, premium adult collectible there. So can't expect much from Hasbro. However, I do expect maybe in a What If Wave 2, we do get a skinny Steve. And that would make me very happy. It would go along and look much shorter than this Captain Carter. So good. Again, the shield detailed nicely. Boots look great. I like the way they come off here. Amazing. Good stuff. This wave looks like it's just full of home runs. You let me know what you think in the comments, or you let me know who your favorites are. Those of you with the Hydra Stomper in hand, let me know what you think as well. You know, I can't follow all of you, and if you want me to follow you, let me know in the comments. Again, pictures, maybe with this compared to the MCU, Haley Atwell, Agent Carter, Captain Carter, Agent Carter, that's what it is. Will be on my Instagram, again, trying to synergize the channel and the Instagram page. Let's do that. So go there for some pictures and some comparisons with that. Again, these will just be compared amongst themselves. Animated with animated. Fantastic. In terms of, how am I going to do articulation? I got one free hand. As wrong as that sounds. The blue is nice. It's such a nice blue. I love when figures knock out a nice blue. That Deluxe Thanos, not the same shade of blue, had a nice blue. I don't know what it is with me and blue. It's a cool color, literally. Like, it's one of the cool colors on the spectrum, so it's amazing. Look at the sculpt in her hair. Classic 1930s waves and curls. So this does still use the 3D print face printing tech, and it looks fantastic. Although it is an animated character, I think Hasbro is one of the companies that they're going to do that going forward with all figures, regardless if they're based on a human or not. And it works. I mean, Overwatch did it. None of those characters were real. And it's going to work great for Marvel Legends. So in terms of articulation, we got the head there. I want to try to pop this off. Does it feel right? There we go. Big old ball. Holy cow, that's huge. Do we get movement at the neck? I think we get movement at the neck as well. Let me pop that back on off camera. Oh, that went on easier than I thought. Ball jointed shoulders, bicep cut. You can see it lines up with the paint there. Double jointed elbows, fantastic. Pinless, forward back hinge. Same on the other side, same on the other side. So hinge, swivel. Okay, diaphragm, looks good. Forward that far, back that far. No waist in addition to the diaphragm, unfortunately. Out that far, forward that far. Back, thigh cut, double jointed knees, pinless down here as well. All new parts, I believe. It'll be interesting to see what they reuse this for. I imagine they are. We are hindered by these little flappy flaps there on the leg. Let me try to... How long was I out of focus? Why didn't you guys tell me? Oh my God. There we go. So our pivot's rocking, our forward, back, all that stuff. And again, the shield one last time. Fantastic piece. Probably one of the better episodes. Not my favorite. My favorite is the Doctor Strange one so far. At this time, the most recent episode that aired was the zombie episode. So, you know, this Killmonger one that's coming out this week, the week of the 13th, might be amazing. Who knows? We'll see. But let us move on. This art is so fantastic. So, T'Challa, Star-Lord. T'Challa grew up in space and became Star-Lord, now leading adventures throughout the galaxy. You know, it looks like the universe was better for him becoming Star-Lord. However, if you haven't seen the episode, check out the episode. It might not be as great as we all thought. I'm not talking about the quality of the episode, just about the way life turns out for some people. So, nice there. We're going to crack him open now. So, T'Challa Star-Lord does come with the head of the Watcher. That is a mean freaking mug. The shading around the eyes and lips look so weird. I don't know. He looks ill. But let's focus on T'Challa. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Dude, this figure came out fantastic. Nice use of the purples, just like the show. Given that his Panther suit had a lot of purple, it's funny that his Ravager suit, his guns, all that stuff would end up with some purple tones as well, and some gold. Kept it very Wakandan, which I like. He stayed true to himself and his people despite being out in space. If you watch the episode, it is fantastic. There's a lot there. A lot more characters there I would like to see. I don't think I'm spoiling too much saying, you know, I'd like a Thanos figure from that episode. Why not, right? And man, I hope Cosmo is in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I don't know about you guys, but I think that character needs his MCU debut. I think think we're ready, right? We're ready for a talking dog. Back is very plain, very little details. We do get some wrinkles there on the back, but you know, you get the line work, sculpted line work on his jacket there. Looking good. We'll pop this on, but this is the masthead for Star-Lord T'Challa. You can see the purple glow of the eyes, just like Star-Lord, MCU Star-Lord, Peter Quill. However, he does have his curly black hair at the top. Getting a closer look at his face, if I could get him to stand. I just like clean this surface, and it's like so slippery for these figures to just freaking stand on. And here's a close-up of his head, his face sculpt. Oh man, that's gorgeous. That looks so good. Our animated T'Challa. You know, I mean, the angles here are very, I mean, it does look animated, right? It doesn't look too comic-y, it doesn't look too MCU-ish. And now at this point, I wish I had a Black Panther with me to put this head on. Hopefully they fit. Check my Instagram, we'll have pictures there. Why aren't you focusing on the darn figure? There we go. That looks awesome. Gun looks fantastic as well. This is reuse of any Peter Quill you have received, MCU Peter Quill to specify. Looking good. That looks awesome. Golds, purples. I just cleaned the surface, as I mentioned. Everybody's just falling. Any little nudge, everybody's falling. Nice sculpted detail there on the boots. Grays, browns, gray pants. Very little detail there from the thigh and the knee. Get some little things there. Hands look amazing. Let's pop this head off. And there we go. That looks fantastic. This whole figure looks fantastic. So good. I'm gonna pop this head off again so you can see the dumbbell. So give me a second. There we go. The neck, however, is not moving. As you can see, he's got his, like, what do you call that? His collarbone. You know, it sits flush with the collar of his shirt, so you do get some decent movement. We're gonna get his classic, or sorry, his unmasked head back on. All right, as we saw, insane. No movement there. Again, the neck sits flush at the collar of his shirt, so we're not gonna get any movement there. You can see where the joints are, but look how high up that goes. Full rotation, there's some nice ratcheting there. Bicep, double jointed elbows. Again, no pins, fantastic. Forward, back, these should have been up, down. Fortunately, they're horizontal. Oh well. Popping his shirt out, we can see the ab articulation there. It's pretty good. Try to gain focus back again. This one does have a waist articulation since he doesn't have that swervy type of diaphragm. Legs do go out pretty far. Forward, back, thigh cut. Does break the sculpt there. It's fine. Double jointed knees, again, pinless as well. And you do get a forward, a back, crazy back, and rocker. Fantastic figure. Shit. Look at that. My ball came out. Hey, look, that's a rigid ball. Almost like a disco ball. I don't know why that happened. I can't get the ball. I was going to put the other head back on. I got to work on that. For whatever reason, the neck became loose. I was going to show the articulation, but it's pretty much the same. And you know what? I actually prefer this unmasked head. So, although he is masked on the back of the box, I do like this. Animated Chadwick Boseman, I think, would look better on the shelf. So, fantastic figure. Pick it up if you're only picking and choosing. So far, I would recommend both the figures I looked at so far. The other character in the episode is the Nebula, who was in the Heist. For whatever reason, she has this crazy blonde wig. We're going to crack her open soon. So this Nebula, Heist Nebula, tech-savvy and brave, Nebula is an intergalactic opportunist who is ready for adventure. It's a really interesting character. I don't know. I think maybe Yondu wasn't different enough to be made into a what-if action figure, but hey, whatever. I'll take a Nebula. I think she's a fantastic character. Looking forward to seeing more of her in the MCU, especially with Thor, Love and Thunder, and Guardians 3. Let's rip her open. So before we rip her open real quick, I just want to call out, she comes with the body of the Watcher, some hands, and a gun. All right, ripping her open now. All right, real quick. So as mentioned, she comes with the torso of the Watcher. His legs came out. There we go. Here that is. So this, oh great. I don't know what the heck the front is. I guess I'll figure it out. That connects to that. This is a back piece, I'm guessing. Yeah, this is a minor cape. So very interesting, very interesting. So real quick, unlike T'Challa, we do see weapon storage immediately on Nebula. I don't know why he doesn't have weapon storage. I do notice he doesn't have the anklets that Peter Quill has. I'm trying to see if these could snap on anyway. It's a bummer, no weapon storage. Anyway, Nebula. Let me set her up real quick. All right, Nebula looking fantastic. Look at that, holy cow. That is such a nice head sculpt, and it is 100% sculpted. Just because the hair is in the way does not mean they didn't sculpt the other side of her face, but her eye is sculpted, and it is still that 3D print as well. This is a gorgeous figure. The blue tones for her skin are fantastic. The blonde for her hair. In the way it's pieced together, it's a little weird. I mean, there's a lot of hard edges there, so it looks kind of odd, the part in her hair. But, you know, looking at it like this, oh, man, it is a beautiful figure. I don't know if it's Marilyn Monroe inspired or just, you know, a normal blonde bombshell type of inspiration, but it works, especially with this blue skin, this purple outfit, excuse me. Amazing as well. Nice line work, nice sculpted details there. You can see in the abs. You can see in the abs. No, I just want you, there you go. All the way down to her legs, midsection, and all that stuff. Boots are looking good as well. Nice brown. Weapon storage. They managed to give her the hand they give all female figures, Marvel Legend figures. You could see it has the appropriate hinge on that trigger finger, and the wrong hinge on this trigger finger. So I usually keep all my characters right-handed, but you know, this one came with it in the package, so maybe Nebula is left-handed, and a tiny blue fist. A lot of decent accessories, plus that body, like holy cow, that's a lot of stuff for this Nebula. Gorgeous. Let's turn her around real quick. Oh, I love it, man. Look at the curls sculpted in there. This is fantastic. And although no painted detail in the back, like, you know, the brown stripes that we're seeing in the front aren't there, the sculpt work is incredible. Good work, Hasbro. This, wow, I like this better than the T'Challa, and he's the star of this episode. So she affectionately calls him Cha-Cha. I think they have a thing. There is no Gamora, so naturally Star-Lord may have fallen for this version of Nebula. Amazing. Amazing. Here's the pistol she comes with. It's mostly handle. Did I lose a piece? Like, what the heck? And look at it there. Not the same gun. Crazy. Very small sidearm. Looking good. Bringing Nebula up, again, fantastic. The head has some fantastic range. There we go. These balls are huge on all these figures. Looks great though. Look at that range of movement. Amazing. Pop that back on. It goes on. A lot of these aren't popping when they go on, so which is weird. I'm not used to that. Arms out to here. We do get a slender female arm, so we're not going to get any bicep cut. We're not going to get a double jointed elbow. We do get a single pinless elbow. Again, this has the horizontal hinge, vertical hinge. And then the splayed out spell hand that we get with every single Marvel Legend figure. Female figure. And then again, the fisted hand and the other trigger hand. What does bug me, this does rise up a bit. If you're bold, you can glue it down. Careful not to get any glue into the waist articulation there. Moving on to her diaphragm. Pretty good. Really good. And then again, you do get the waist as well. Legs out to here. Double jointed knees, not pinless. So this may be reused from the other Nebula, MCU Nebula. And then you get forward and back. Let me know, again, I'm not home. I'm not even at my friend's, so my figures aren't with me to do a comparison. This is a very exciting wave. That's why I paid, I I wouldn't say a little, yeah, I guess I paid for what a case would cost at like Entertainment Earth, but didn't get the extra figure, which I think is a zombie Captain America, because I wanted these in hand as soon as possible, because I'm so in love with the show. It's so good. I think a lot of you would agree. Man, look at that profile. This head sculpt, so good, so good, so good. Yeah, highly recommend this figure. They are gonna look great together. Let me pose her up. We'll get a shot with her and Cha-Cha before moving on. And here we are, T'Challa and Nebula together, looking fantastic. Holy cow. This Nebula, man, I can't get over this sculpt. This head sculpt is great. And these two look great together. Definitely recommend you get the pair. All right, so Captain Carter, episode 2, T'Challa, Star-Lord. Episode 3, there are no figures for. That was, what if Earth's mightiest heroes died or something? You know, I'm paraphrasing, but, you know, that was with, I won't spoil it, but the Avengers don't make it. There's no Avengers. So episode 4 does focus on Doctor Strange, which I think ended up being a fantastic episode. We're going to crack him open right now. Doctor Strange. So this is my favorite episode, Doctor Strange Supreme. I didn't point out the Watcher there on the top of these what if episode characters. Doctor Strange Supreme. When an unforeseen event changes, get his eyes in a shot. When an unforeseen event changes Stephen Strange's perspective on life, the path he chooses is one filled with even darker magic. Tragic, man. This episode was so good. Ripping them open now. All right, before we move on with Doctor Strange, he does come with the leg of the Watcher. This is the left leg of the Watcher. It looks like I broke a Barbie doll, honestly, and I have this leg. Luckily, you won't see this. It'll be, the figure's robed, so it'll be under the figure, but this is weird to see, so moving on. Doctor Strange Supreme, amazing. This figure is fantastic. Look at that, all robed up with his cloak. I don't think it's a cloak of levitation. It's like a cloak he stole from some giant roach dude. Awesome. His only accessory, not including the weird Watcher leg, is this nice spelled hand. I think we've seen this with an MCU one. Let me know in the comments. I'm not sure. This was obviously molded in green. Look at the paint, the flesh color they use, flesh tone. It just looks odd. I think it's definitely painted over some green paint. But the sculpt work in the spell itself, fantastic. Doctor Strange himself, though, look at that. The paint work on that face is fantastic. Love it, love it, love it. So good. The golds along the cape, his hands, perfect hands. It looks like he's just not necessarily conjuring a spell, but like, you know, absorbing or just like channeling something super strong. We're gonna get the detail there in the cape. This cape is nuts. So, you know, we're used to most capes being like flowy. This is like wind hitting him from the front in all directions. So it's puffing and flapping. We got these nice sculpted circles, giant circles, incomplete circles, half circles, all that stuff on the cape itself. So you can see the sculpts, the bulges, all that stuff. Awesome. Back to the figure itself. I don't know about you, I'm kind of enjoying this free cam stuff. I'm like standing up doing this, so it's kind of fun. Nice sculpted detail there on the robes. You know, you can see he's wearing layers. He's got that blue. He's got these wristlets or whatever you want to call them, bracers, giant bracers, forearm guards all over. Nice belts through that loop. That loop could have been colored. That would have been nice. I think that these would be different colored belts as well, but they're not necessarily here. I think some corners were cut when it came to paint for this. I could be wrong or not. Let's look at that. Yeah, that would have been nice. I mean, the figure itself is fantastic. I mean, the face alone, pretty epic. He has the dark circles under his eyes. I mean, he absorbed a lot of dark stuff, man. So I know some people are speculating that this Doctor Strange will show up in the Multiverse of Madness. I don't know. I think they're thinking he's like a villain. This Doctor Strange is just a tragic character. I don't think he's a villain. I don't think he meant to do wrong. I think his ego and his heart was in the right place. His ego was not. So I like the sculpted hair. Hey, no gray on the sides. That's interesting. I wonder if that's intentional. Interesting. I would have liked to see some Graham there. But yeah, you know, it still resembles Benedict Cumberbatch. There's a lot of characters in What If that do not resemble the actors, even if the actors themselves are providing the voice work for their character. Strange, I don't know. And I'm using the word strange a lot because Doctor Strange is right here. Let's take a look at his articulation. All right, I'm done playing. Sorry, made him look like he's levitating. I'm gonna take this cloak off. Oh, look at that. I didn't cover the insides. Half circles, full circles, done with gold paint. Nice purple though, look at that. Again, it's just weird. It's just a very chaotic magic was occurring, I think, when the sculptor was, good Lord. There was no magic happening when the sculptor sculpted this cape. What I'm saying is the sculptor sculpted this as if there was some chaotic magic happening. So your figure didn't look so static on the shelf or in photography. Look at that range. Whew, nice, nice, fantastic. There's even slight shading under those cheekbones just to get the darkness. Look at that. Arms. Oh man, that one feels a little stuck. I'm afraid to do it. Look at that. I feel like I'm popping out the bicep. Maybe this one is a little easy. There we go. So I'll show you this one up that far. You do get your bicep cut. You do get pinless double jointed elbows. You do get a back and forth vertical, horizontal hinge. Where's the other hand? Again, I think this hand is a repaint. I'm not gonna pop it on. You can figure out what it looks like. It's gonna look like that, but green, which uses time. So time was a big thing in the episode. This isn't as pliable as it looks. So you're gonna have to get the leg here at kind of an angle just to have it stick out. Same with that egg. Oh God, that leg. This looks like it's some reuse. As you can see, these aren't pinless, and you do get a boot cut. So I think this is reused from the MCU Doctor Strange that was seen in a pack with Thanos and Iron Man. Infinity War pack. Awesome. So that's on a ball joint. But yeah, this is a fantastic figure. Aesthetically, it is pleasing, man. That is such a good figure. The collar there, look how, that's pretty huge. So let me get this back on him. Yeah, man, that's wicked enough. Look at that. Doesn't stick out as far. Something like that would have been cool. You know, with some hot water, some heat, whatever you want, you can reshape this to be however you want it. But man, this is a good figure. Definitely highly recommended. Surprisingly, I think Nebula might be my favorite so far, followed by this or Captain Carter. I don't know. But two of my most anticipated figures in this wave are next. The following episode was Marvel Zombies. What If Zombies, I think it was titled. So let's check those two figures out now. First up is Peter Parker, specifically Zombie Hunter Spidey. And this looks awesome. No thwipping hands. Oh, I'm a liar. There's thwipping hands there. Sorry, no climbing hands. Although he didn't do much climbing. This looks nice. It doesn't look too much like Tom Holland, but it's still a nice looking Peter Parker, nice young looking dude. Portraying Peter Parker in our What If series. Zombie Hunter Spidey. Zombie Hunter Spider-Man is in a ragtag group of survivors fighting his way through a zombie infested world. You know, so this suit is unique. There is some speculation that maybe Marvel couldn't use the Sony outfit, which I think is ridiculous. It's because we've gotten figures of those outfits. So I think they went ahead and based this off the suit in Disneyland to have another figure to sell. That's all. I think they could use the Sony stuff. It's just we have it in MCU figure form. So why not give us this figure? You know, it was probably the Disney animators that like, hey, let's use the suit. You know, synergy, kind of like my Instagram and this channel, trying to bring them all together, bring the parks into the What If show. So let's rip this dude open and check him out. Another Barbie doll or Ken leg, right leg of the Watcher comes with this Peter Parker. I can't focus on it. It's a naked leg. I don't know how much we need to focus on. Zombie Hunter Spider-Man does come with a masked head, similar to an MCU head. Oh no, mine has some scuffage there. Hopefully I can scrape that off. Two-fisted hands. I don't know if I'm gonna put these on him. These are sculpted really nice. Those are like deep web sculpts etched into the figure. Holy cow. And then let's check out Pete here. Awesome, man. Again, I don't mind this face. It doesn't look too much like that, but it's okay, right? You know what? It's a little weird. His lips look, I mean, he looks almost like a doll, like a CPR doll or something. Well, that just took a turn, dropping the cape. Again, web shooters out on the side. The other one has some silver lines connecting it into, I think it's there, right? No? Maybe not. Okay, maybe it's just these lines here that I'm thinking of. But you can see these are kind of spread out versus how they look here, very close to each other. But again, this is based off the Avengers Campus Spider-Man suit. Looking good. Nice bright blue, nice web there. Not painted though, that would have been nice. I think they're painted on there black. You know, if they were just painted on, I almost feel like they don't need to sculpt them. Just paint them on. Maybe it's too much work. I feel like it'd be less work than sculpting them on. There is more room for error, but whatever. Spider logo there, spider butt, spider legs. Ooh, dirty, muddy feet. Interesting. Probably just rotten flesh, zombie stuff. Stomping around. Again, looking at his puppet face. Looks weird. That angle looks a little strange. Like you can't see the nose. There you go. And then the cape itself, awesome. Doctor Strange's cape. I don't think it is one we've seen before. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. I feel like it's sculpted a little different and it's a little shorter. Again, I don't have my toys with me. I am not at home. I am not at Sean Solo's. Obviously, there is no diorama here. So let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate that. You know, by the time I go home, I'll probably find out. But awesome. I'm going to pop the head off of this guy, get the other head on, and you can see it's like the only figure with a hinged neck in the wave, presumably, given, you know, hopefully Captain America's not like that. So I think this torso is reused. And I think this looks fantastic. A little throwback to the spider suit in the spider cave. What is that called in Into the Spider-Verse. But this looks, you know, this is awesome. Another way to get a Spidey on the shelf. You know, you drop the cape, a kid has their own Spider-Man figure now. I'm sure they'd be satisfied with however this suit looks. It looks close enough to a regular Spidey to me. Plus a cool cape, which you can put on your Doctor Strange. Let's do that now. So although there is no peg in this cape to clip into the torso of this Doctor Strange, just like this other cape here has a peg, this one does not. However, this does look pretty good. I like it. He didn't earn this cape in that episode, at least not yet. So I guess he's not going to, that's what I'm going to say. But the Spider-Man himself, awesome. Going to take a look at articulation. All right, regardless of what head you have on there, as mentioned, it is on a hinge. So, you know, it's going to look down by hinging down, hinging up. You get some great up there. Looking awesome for your flying poses. Left, right, all the way around. No tilt, again, because it isn't a dumbbell joint. Get this Doctor Strange up real quick. Arms up to there, bicep cut. Oh, you do get some pinless stuff. These are probably new arms, given that these web shooters are sculpted on the outside. Forward, back, horizontal hinge. Nice ab, really nice ab crunch. Fantastic. This guy's gonna pose really well. Look at how flimsy though. These knee joints are a little flimsy. You do get pins there. Double jointed knees. They move great, but they're pretty, this is pretty gummy plastic, harkening back to the first Guardians of the Galaxy wave. If you collected that far back, you know how gummy some of those joints felt. No boot cut, but you know, his dirty feet do have fantastic pivot forward and back. Awesome. I like this figure. The human head though, sorry, the unmasked head. I lost it, there we go. It's okay. I do like the way he looks here, and he is posed on the back of the box here with the mask on. So that's probably a render, but I think this looks awesome, dude. So if Disney, the Disney store ever comes out with like a haul of web armor or whatever it is, similar to the Tony Stark one all of us Legend collectors ended up buying, this would be a nice addition to that display with the cape and all. Awesome. Finally gonna open up one of my most anticipated figures in the wave, the zombie Captain America from the same episode, What If Zombies. Zombie Cap, using the static cam real quick. Zombie Captain America. No Build-A-Figure part. This is the double if you order a case, which is fantastic, man. I gotta get one for my son. I think he likes this character a lot. I've heard him watching the episodes multiple times already. So yeah, he's not, he's still at the age where, those 5 POA legends or Marvel figures are all right, but I think I'm going to graduate him slowly, starting with this figure. Zombie Captain America. Captain America's team were the first responders to the zombie outbreak and its first victims. Ripping them open. Here he is, Zombie Captain America. Dude, this figure is fantastic. And although he was not seen in the episode of What If for as long, you would think he was a main character given that this figure got made. However, marketing kind of determines what merch is going to be made out of what. Hopefully we see a Hawkeye or some other zombie characters or a full Marvel Zombies wave kind of based off the comics rather than this. I don't know if Hasbro would go, make something as gruesome. Diamond Select definitely did, and I have those figures. Again, I'm not at home. You'll check my Instagram. You'll see pictures comparing this Captain America with the Diamond Select one. However, this one is not based off the Marvel Zombies comic. It is based off the What If episode. Look at that. And it's just kind of natural to want to pose these figures like zombies who shuffle and don't move a lot are very well, but that's not the case with Marvel Zombies. These guys can move, they have their powers, they know how to use their weapons and their powers and all that stuff. And it's fantastic, man. But like the sculpt work is so good on this. Look at the jaw, look at the teeth, the nose. Fantastic. We're gonna turn him around slightly so we can see. I might lose the balance on the figure, but it's fine. There we go. Look at that. You can see the sculpt work of the teeth continue through that hole in the cheek. We got the rib cage with some blood splatter there. This is his Civil War outfit, so if you're going to compare an MCU figure to this character, it will be the Civil War. Nice stained, the white on his suit is just stained at this point. Tatters, look at the tatters. More rib cage is being shown on the back of the figure. More tattered clothing there. The thigh, look at that. Look at that. Let's see that. Look at Spider-Man right through that. Amazing, amazing. Love it. So good. Hasbro, whoever sculpted this went all out. I'm not as in touch. My finger is not on the pulse like it is for some people of who sculpted what. However, props to you, sir or madam. Amazing. Maybe Hasbro should start putting the names of the sculptors on, I mean, they don't, right? I don't know. I don't think they do. They're too big of a corporation to give credit like that, but this is an amazing figure. So good. One boot, we've seen that cat boot before. One bare foot, which I can't focus on, but you get the gist. It's a foot. There we go. Exposed shin, tattered clothes again. I love it. I love this part here. This looks so good. This is the back of the figure, and just look how tattered and just, oh man, this is awesome. Amazing figure. He does come with a shield. We've got a lot of shields. However, this one is kind of blood splattered. We could use this with our John Walker figure. Reenact that scene, which a lot of you have in figure photography. Nice brown straps. Nice red. Awesome. I'm going to take a look at articulation on this figure. All right. Captain America. Let's get him neutral. Look at that. You need tilt for this type of dude. So obviously his head's going to be on this beautiful dumbbell with a lot of range. Look at that giant ball. Fantastic range. We'll get some more detail. Get a more detailed look at his neck there. Looks tore up. Some blood. Awesome. The flesh tone is amazing. I love it. So these are different arms. That's a flesh arm. That's a sleeved arm partially, but they do go up the same. You do get a bicep swivel there, a bicep swivel there, double jointed elbows, vertical hinges, and swivel. So pinless. Nice. Look at that forward. Look at that back. Oh, look at that back. Nice waist swivel. This belt does move, so you can kind of like, finagle it to look kind of sloppy, since this is a zombie version of Captain America. Awesome. Nice thigh cut. So a lot of the characters in this episode didn't necessarily have a different look too much. So although I think they did drop the ball with the Infinity War Bucky by giving him the Civil War head, it'd be nice to revisit Bucky and give him the appropriate long hair head sculpt that he should have. It'd be nice to have a Happy Hogan, Sharon Carter, Agent Carter from the MCU. But we can, I mean, you can fudge in your MCU Wasp, your MCU Hulk, your MCU T'Challa, or whatever, kind of, into this line. However, I would like to see more zombies. A lot of characters who were zombified did have very significant scenes. Hawkeye, Falcon, Happy, all that stuff. So, awesome. This figure is fantastic. Highly recommend. Again, I think I'm going to grab one for my son. Maybe hang on to it for his birthday soon. This is awesome. I like this a lot. Oof, man, this is good. This is fun to pose and play with and look around. All right, let's build us a watcher. So let's start with the torso. I'm going to pop this out just to not go crazy. This is so weird. All right. Oh, that went on very easy. This is going to go on just as easy, I'm sure. There we go. This looks like a Ken doll, I'm telling you. Get this in. So you could see there's a groove here, an obvious groove. If you feel, I can't show you, but you could feel in case you get mixed up. But then you look at the promotional packaging and it is being windswept towards his left. So I have the legs there. We're going to pop this out through the hole and get the torso in there. So off camera, squeezing that down. Boom. Look at this giant pig. All right. There is a separate piece, which is his cape. Plugs right in, you can see. Sorry, his cape, it's his collar. There we go. You know what, maybe do that last because of the head. We're gonna get this bare arm. You can see he has flesh here. So the bare arm goes there and it's his left arm. So you would know where that goes on the body. And then we're gonna get his right arm, which is a sleeved arm. This dude's wearing like a fancy gown or something. It's kind of weird. All right, that is in. You can't see, let me show you. And then the head, the ball. Popping that on off camera. I didn't get a satisfying pop again. I wonder what's up with these. Very soft plastic, so. I almost forgot the cape from Sylvie. Look at that. That completes the look for the Watcher. That should go in. I'll fix that after. Fantastic. What a great Build-A-Figure. All right. And then our Watcher classic cape. And then we have Uatu, the Watcher. Always watching, never interfering. The dark colors again on his lips and his eyes, kind of disturbing to me, but whatever. Limited posing, not because of articulation, but because this is sculpted. This is almost like when they sculpt Jedi robes. There's not much you could do. I mean, what are you going to do that? So the shelf presence on this figure is going to be fantastic. However, he isn't going to be flipping around like you guys complain about, like everything should be articulated like that for figure photography. I disagree. Some stuff can just look good standing on a shelf. This guy being one of them. He watches. I don't know what else you want. Full rotation, bicep, double jointed elbows, and horizontal hinge. There we go. There we go. Looks great. This one, however, they didn't want to ruin the sculpt, so there's no bicep cut here. You do get a single jointed elbow, and you get a horizontal hinge on this hand as well. As for the head, you saw it was on a ball, so you can look down. I'm watching looking down. I'm watching looking up. I'm watching tilting. Like, what am I watching? Back and forth. Back and forth. Hindered because of this. Ankles forward, back. Bare feet. Fantastic. Let's get these dudes all posed up in one group shot. All right, the group shot, the Marvel Legends second Disney Plus wave, mostly focusing on What If. Again, Sylvie review coming soon. I'll do that separately. I'm looking forward to that figure. This is awesome. I hope you enjoyed this freestyle camera, different environment type of video. I honestly enjoyed standing up and moving the camera around, getting in there, checking out these figures. Awesome, fantastic. Quick recap: T'Challa, Star-Lord, Watcher, Build-A-Figure, Heist Nebula, fantastic face sculpt, Zombie Captain America, Zombie Hunter Spider-Man, Doctor Strange Supreme and Captain Carter ruining the end of this video. This figure cannot stand, at least for me. Mine has like a loose ankle or something, and I hate it. The only other figure, again, deluxe Hydra Stomper. Although a Hydra Jumper would be sweet as well. I don't know what it would do, but as long as it hurts Hydra, I am game. That's it for me. Thank you so much. As I said in the beginning, please subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate that. I appreciate you. I appreciate the views. Share it with friends. Get people to watch. You know, give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs down. Interact with me. Comment in the video comment section, I guess. And check out my Instagram again, at Madness80 on Instagram. You will see pictures comparing these figures to other figures in the Marvel Legends collection. Thank you so much. See you. I think the next thing I'm going to shoot is Age of Apocalypse and some other stuff. Cool.